candle. But we are going to go through a journey together with this candle as a blessing, honoring Maya Angelou, as we're always doing when we're writing and sharing in this discourse. Before I read a couple of poems, I brought my Ankh up here today because we have the conversation of knowledge of self. You know, when we take an honest assessment of ourselves, we have to think about what choices we make in an everyday situation that either aligns us with our divine purpose and our relationship to the Most High, God, Creator, whatever you choose, and that honors the ancestors, or we may choose things that distract us from our goals and passions and dreams. And as we, as powerful people in this room move forward, it's important for us to be in the habit of making the choices that honor ourselves and our ancestors and keep us aligned with our divine purpose. So that's why I brought this. It's just a token and a reminder as I'm up here. How we are going to go through a quick journey together is through the breath. Can I have everyone stand? I know that's a struggle for some of us, but it is powerful to see you all stand despite. Yes, it's an honor. We're going to start with our lower bodies, also known as the root chakra. And we're going to think of our ancestors. Have we already called our ancestors into the room today?
Yes.
So we know they're already here. We're going to lean on them through the base of our feet. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths. When we take these deep breaths, we're going to shrug our shoulders hard. We're going to shake it off. Shake that SH off. Okay? And then we'll move up the body till we get to our crown. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. So now we're going to go to our sacral chakra, also where the black folks carry our swagger, and we're going to move it. But we're also going to take these deep breaths we need to take to shake it off. 1, 2, 3, then we'll start. Now, we're to our stomachs. I know we're feeling the power in the room because I feel the heat rising. And some folks consider our stomachs as our internal, intuitive brains. It's where our determination lies. It's where our power lies. And it's also where we sacrifice the most. Oftentimes, we're sacrificing our core selves, our core values, the things that's been holding us together. Sometimes our ancestors are speaking to us and they can get up there, but then we don't give them their just due up in here. And it might be in our diets, it might be in our choices, it might be in the way that we carry ourselves. So let's give it 3 deep breaths. Now we have the power to work on our hearts. We have all in this room been betrayed by our peers, our family, and even those higher institutions. But it's those closest relationships that we hold into our heart. So let's give some circulation so that we're able to expand our hearts. So 3 deep breaths. Now we're on to our strong points now, since we're in this room intimately together, are throat chakras. We've been sharing our truths together today, but I challenge you all to think about when and how we share our truths when we leave this room. Are we saying the things that we're supposed to say we're in the face of the oppressor? Are we saying the things that we're supposed to say to the ones we love? Are we using the discernment that we all have to voice ourselves in the darkest hours instead of choosing anger? So let's take 3 deep breaths, but let's focus it and give it some extra support in our throats. And now we're to our pituitary glands, our third eyes, our intuition. And we're going to still give those breaths, but we're going to focus them straight up into this section. For me, it helps to rub mine because I'm always thinking. So if that's what works for you, let's do it. Let's reach up. We know our dreams and passions. We know the obstacles that are already here before us. But let's go beyond that. Let's bring down the power that we need to self-actualize higher than what we're already doing. Now that's going to be hard because we're operating at a very strong level right now. But let's push ourselves to think about when and how we're shining our light. 3 deep breaths. And even though you had to sit down, if we could still raise our hands to keep the circulation that you've already built going up into the Most High, into the universe, into the ethers. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you all for taking that journey with me. I'm just shaking my shoulders off because I feel heat. I feel my energy vibration raised. And I just want to make sure it gets all through there so I can do my work easier. So now I'll start with a little bit about myself. I've lived in St. Louis 3 times, and I have to ask myself, why am I here? I am here because my ancestors are here. And even though I have not found their grave sites, I can feel it. I can feel it. I've traveled, and my parents are both ex-Marines. I've lived in many cities. I've been to many places. Some of my other elders have passed on in other states. But in St. Louis, my ancestors are calling me to continue the work that I need to do here because it has been told to me by them, not through any other oracle, that my blessings will be 3-fold if I give the patience that is needed to give me the blessings to survive wherever it is that I need to go to continue my journey. My grandmother, Evelyn Haynes, died when my mom was 9 years old, and that was a deep trauma on our family. I'm thankful for my mother giving me life. However, I also share in her pain for not having a maternal figure. So a lot of my art is dedicated to her trauma, to help heal her past, and to grow an understanding with her in an abstract way, bring the macro to micro in my own life. So I do this work, and then